And here we are. Woo-hoo. We are having some fun today. Look at this cute little kitty cat. I call this the Christmas cat. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. Joe was the first one here, April. Sorry, you're going to get a demerit. Let's see. Let me go to the office and figure out what demerits are worth. Let's see. Let's see. 3 demerits equals 1 citation. 5 citations. Would you turn that off over there? I hear my echoing. So 3 demerits equal a citation. 5 citations equal a violation. 4 violations get you a verbal warning. 3 verbal warnings get you a written warning. 2 written warnings gets you a disciplinary review. Now, that is actually, if you add all those up and get them all, it's 360 demerits. So you got a long way to go, April. Oh, she has questions. Oh, my gosh. She got to get a mic. Got to get a mic. Okay. So Joe was here first. It's new for Joe. No dinner tonight, Joe, or you're already done? Just wanted to pop in and let you all know I won't be here tonight because my 17-year-old niece is here and I'm spending time with her. Oh, she probably didn't even hear that she got a demerit. Have fun, April. We'll miss you for sure. Cindy's in the house. Trudy is in the house, our big winner.
Trudy, what are you doing for I'm asking a question.
You're interrupting me.
I'm sorry.
Stepped right over me.
I am sorry.
I'm going to have to call the demerit coach. You're going to get a demerit. Shall I go over the penalties again?
No.
Okay. Just
all
checking.
Right. Trudy is doing Crashly's Christabug event. That's another one I have to do up. But anyway, what are you doing? Because I'd like to know. I'm curious.
What is who doing?
Trudy is doing Crashly's Christabug event. Fall for Christabug, it is called. So it is for the September and October, I believe. So plenty of time to still participate. We all have a Christabug, right? Sleeping familiars, that's what I was going to do. Don't give me that look, dude. No, it doesn't work anymore.
Anymore. It don't work no more.
See? They can see that. Oh, my gosh. Hello, family. Support me, please. Please support me.
Okay, let me say hi to everybody first. So Trudy's in the house. Hello, Trudy. Cindy Bennett is here. Good for Cindy. She's double dipping, watching a live, waiting for us. That's always exciting, no doubt about that. Let's see.
She's cheating on us.
I imagine everybody had a great Sunday. We're all still alive. We're all here now, so that's always good. Cindy, there she is, double dipping. And Trudy is kitting up the canvas for Crashly's Christabug event, and that's what Carrie asked about. Hello, Teresa. Good to see you. And there's Denise screaming everybody. Hello, family. Denise, is the shop open today? Are you working or are you at home? I don't know if you had a day off. When's the shop closed? Monday? I can never remember.
What's that?
When the shop is closed. The gun shop.
Monday.
So she's there today then. She's probably working.
Yeah, she's working hard.
Okay. Oh, I like the
hard.
colors of that one. Yep. She has a good reason, Tim. Yes, she does, Joe. Yeah, that's because I turned the mics on, Denise. We're going to give a shout out to Denise.
Was number
Great
2.
audio tonight because I remembered not only to get my mic, but turn on my mic and then turn on the receiver and then choose it in the options so that it comes through. Yeah, you know that. Hey, Ann, how you doing? That freezing, I have no idea what's happening there. It really was bad on our podcast yesterday in the morning with Ryan and I. So we actually got off the live, recorded one, and then he just uploaded it late last night. So if anybody wants to watch that podcast, it's over on Ryan's channel, and it is up there now.
Do you think it's because I'm on here?
Nope. No, it is because it's everywhere. It is a, what do you call it? StreamYard problem. And I'm getting pretty close to getting off of StreamYard because of their freezing. There's no other reason. My throughput is through the roof. I got lots of bandwidth. This is a gaming computer, so it is processing all of the
And so is mine.
video and stuff like that. So I don't know what the deal it is. Okay, Linda Kendall's in the house. Hello, Linda. Already done. Made tuna melts. Ooh, that would be good. Dang. Joe, you got the menu, I'm telling you. Hello, Jess. Good to see you. Christina James is back for this evening. Stacy Guidry's in the house. Good to have you, Stacy. Raccoon Ann says, I didn't have a Crisabug, but when I saw Sleeping Familiars was the mystery deal, I placed an order and finger crossed that I would get the deal. Nice.
Yay.
Hopefully you get it. Let's see. Christina, and then no, Carrie, it went off when you came in. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, Denise is leaving work now. Must be about 7 o'clock, shop closing. I'm riding with my driver, Joe. Thank you. I cannot drive right now due to an eye issue. Yep. Be safe, Denise, for sure.
And
make sure that guy is driving safe too.
Drills and Chills starts tomorrow. I know you're not thrilled with me. I will leave soon. And then Drills and Chills starts tomorrow. I'm doing Embrace of the Pumpkin by Kikuwa.
Embrace the Pumpkin. That sounds like a very sad teenage episode in one of my friends' lives.
No, it's got like Sally from Night Before Christmas and then Zero the dog. And so it looks like a lot of fun. And a couple of people are doing that one. So it's going to be fun. And I got my cover minders and they're really cool. So I will have a neat picture, hopefully. So that is what I'm doing. And there's also the Cat Fedora event.
Cat Fedora.
With Crafting with Shay. So there's still a few more left at Muni Made that you can pick up. And also Jada Gem Shop also has them. And there are some ready to ships over there. So not too late to join that. It's a month long. And then they're jumping in with another, I think Melanie, which is Diamonds and Dogs, is doing something with shrooms, with mushrooms. So
Denise says midnight for me, 5 hours. I would imagine that means she has 5 hours worth more of work to do, paperwork when she goes home.
I don't know.
I would imagine. I'm just guessing.
Or she went to bed last night at midnight.
Yeah, Joe, let us know at midnight. You went to bed at midnight, got up at 5 in the morning, so you got 5 hours, I hope. Not sure. And Trudy is doing the Apprentice for Drills and Chills and Cat Fedora events. Very nice.
Yay.
Very nice. Very nice. Let me know when you're done, Bear, and I'll proceed on with my excitement for this evening.
All right. Tim has excitement, so we'll let him take that over, and I will continue doing what I was doing. So, yay.
Gabrielle is excited for which?
Yes.
That should actually have a question mark after it, right?
That is
which.
And Leopard Leatherworks is sponsoring that event. And with a $50 gift card.
You don't care. Nobody can see you, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm getting very excited. I just get excited about it. So anyway, the good, exciting thing is Alyssa Marie Designs is one of the hosts. And we will be on their channel. And we are going to turn a Halloween pen. For if you are at her live, you can enter the participation and you could win that pen. So.
When is that Lone Star Retreat again?
At the end of September.
End of September. That's what I thought. Yeah. That's where my big Save Mart deal goes. Okay. Hey, Kim's channel. Good to see you. So, hey, Gabrielle, welcome back. Good to see you again. Okay. I promised.
You should be able to find an event.
What?
Everyone should be able to find an event in September and October.
The history of diamond painting. Should we do it now or should we wait a few minutes for thousands to arrive, knowing that the history of diamond painting will be revealed, including all of the secrets? Gabrielle says, yes, I love Elisa Marie Designs. Excited to see you on her channel. Me too. Thank you.
She bought, and this is interesting, and she has her video.
Is she in New Jersey?
I think she's in Philadelphia now.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. And so she actually bought one of our keeper boxes, our Leopard Leatherworks Firefly Inferno Nano tray we had made in the early days. And we had a pen commissioned by All Things Handcrafted that had purple, because we just changed our logo colors, and gold and leopard spot glitter. And she bought the whole set, the whole bundle, and she unboxed it. And it was just so fun to watch her get so excited about it.
Start pushing those boxes again.
Yeah.
That's It's one of the coolest little
A
things
keeper
we ever
box.
made.
Yeah, it's a really cool little box, and it fits like a tray and pens and scissors and all this stuff. It's really fun. And so she was very excited. So she's excited to have us on her channel, and we're excited to be there. So we're excited to be invited to host that event, not host, sponsor that event. They're hosting. So I'm very excited about it. So Sleeping Familiars for Christabug, you can take that over to Witch Witch. And this is Ren from Diamond Arts Emporium's first event. And Kristen Block, who frequents our channel a lot, is one of the artists featured in his shop. So pretty neat to know that. So that is it.
That is it.
Sorry.
Do you promise?
Just pumping everybody up.
Ah, here to pump you up. Okay. Let me get back here.
I know, Gabrielle. It is her favorite pen and trade. I saw her using it. I was so excited. I'm like, oh, she still likes it. Yay.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah. They are looking at the calendar, the three hosts, to see when Elisa Maria will be doing her live and when we can come on. We will be gone the next week. Tim is taking me with him to California this time. So we'll be gone for the weekdays, but as soon as they iron out a date, we will let you know here in the Leopard
California, here I come.
Again, next week.
Okay, so we got a lot to go over tonight. This is going to be pretty exciting.
We have some exciting news.
Yeah, let's see. The history of diamond painting. Who really knows? So let's start here. Diamond painting, as everyone knows, is a relatively new hobby that is sort of mosaic art, cross stitch, and paint by numbers, and maybe a little bit of bedazzled in there as well, right? So instead of thread, we use these things called drills. Does anybody know why they're called drills? I have discovered the secret. There is a Chinese word, and hey Larry, how you doing, buddy? And I'm going to show you the Chinese word.
History with Tim.
This is the Chinese word that stands for drill, zhuan. The reason they chose this word is zhuan. I had to go to that Google thing and have it keep repeating so I could figure out how to say it. But that's the character, and that's how you say it. Let's get back to the real detail now. Instead of thread or paint, as you would have in cross stitch or paint by numbers, tiny resin diamonds, also called drills, are placed onto the pre-printed adhesive canvas. We all know that, and creates a very sparkly image, right? Especially when you bedazzle it up. So where did the term drills come from? The term drill is used in needlework and cross stitch. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
It's an ancient word.
I
They don't use it much anymore, but it didn't just come out of nowhere. It's a borrowed term from cross stitch culture, where it originally described the disciplined uniform placement of stitches or beads, later repurposed to describe the tiny resin diamonds we use today. That is where the word drill came from. In cross stitch and related embroidery traditions, the term drill has been used to describe a unit of work, either a bead, a stitch, and later a resin gem and diamond painting that's placed with a sense of precision and repetition and alignment, right? You got to get them all in the right spot. You got to get them right where they got to go. And then there it is, right? So that is where the word drill came from. Now, let me go back to these Chinese words again.
When were you doing all this?
Oh, man, I'm telling you. Sneaky. Let's see. Oh, I got to go back. Let me share again. So the drill, that's that zhuan is the word for drill. Let me go back to this again. And then zhuanji, which is those two characters, literally means a drill stone. Now, in the gemology world, they'll also use this word to describe an actual diamond or a diamond stone. So it's used interchangeably. Zhuan, Zhuanji. Okay, how's that for exciting? So now we know where the word drill came from. Now,
yes, sir.
yeah, and that's pretty much it on the drills. Now, it started in the early 2010s. The first large-scale printing of all these diamond painting kits began in China, as we all know, and the idea quickly spread to Korea. I'm looking at Carrie because she's looking very intent. And other Asian markets before gaining popularity in Europe and North America right around 2015, 2017. And some of you old timers doing diamond painting will probably say, yeah, that's about when it sort of came here. Western craft companies began importing Diamond Art Club and others that are no longer with us. And then they were rebranding the kits, and they were now making it a mainstream hobby. As we know, it has grown to about 150,000 users in the US alone. I'm sure there's more around the world, Europe and so on and so forth, but about 150,000 in the US. Plenty of users, plenty of people, plenty of customers. We're all having a great time. The rise of diamond painting also paralleled the growth of adult coloring books and other crafting hobbies. Okay, so that sort of came. Remember, there were no adult coloring books 15 years ago.
No, there weren't.
But now there are now, okay? And it provides relaxation. Who's relaxed when you're diamond painting? Everybody. Stress relief.
Yep.
Right? Because you're doing things. And a meditative focus. I mean, I can imagine Cindy sitting there with her pile, just like Denise or Gabriella, whatever. You got it all laid out, and you're concentrating on the color and placing your diamonds, listening to something on the TV like a Whip and Chat or other unboxing or something like that. Yeah, while you're just sitting there diamond painting, okay? So the resins are called drills. We all know that now. And when diamond paintings were first exported to the U.S., suppliers translated Fangzhuan, square drills, and Yuanzhuan, which is round drills. So they brought them out here, but they're all just diamond and all that kind of good stuff. So how do we know how it really began? So it was developed commercially in the early 2010s. Remember, everybody always tries to get to, Carrie's looking at me like I'm nuts. People always want to know, where did the word drill come from? All that kind of stuff. I did the research, all right? No single individual is credited as the inventor. It was just a bunch of people getting together and trying to do it, and then a whole bunch of companies got on board. But there are some patents in China, okay? The patent CN102233779A was filed April 21st of 2010. And that began the idea of placing instant adhesive paintings with grains, plastic, or crystal. Conceptually similar, but not exactly diamond painting. Okay. Now, Chinese patent CN202541180U came about 2 years later in 2012, and the later part of the year in November. And it was just, that patent was described as a self-made diamond painting. May not have actually had patterns then. Who knows? It might have been sort of picked up from cross stitch. We're not exactly sure. And then around 2013, CN202685749U was filed, and now it was called Diamond Painting Structure. So there are patents on these things in there. It was awarded to Guangdong Hans Yuming Laser Technology Company. That was the one.
Not heard of them.
Yeah. So there's a lot of patents over there. And what happened between 2010 and 2013? Well, everybody knows if you come up with an idea, you have to refine the idea, and then you have to file for a patent, which could take anywhere from 18 months to 3 or 5 years, depending upon the type of patent that it is. And this is just a utility patent, so right around 3 years. So 2010 to 2013, the patent's finally awarded to somebody, and production can begin, and people get licensing and all that different kind of stuff. So that is where diamond painting came from, and that is where the word drills came from. And boom, how about that? Okay, that was our
history with Tim.
History of today. Let's see, what are we missing here? Let's see, everybody saying hello to everybody. Hi, Gabrielle, missed you coming in. Hi, Tim, Carrie, Gabrielle. Hey, Joe. Lawrence, Joe, I have about 3 whips to finish, so maybe sitting out an event to finish would be helpful. But SAS because events are fun. Yeah, I know events are fun. Sad because events are fun. Cool. All right. So that's the history of diamond painting and why drills are called drills. I've heard lots of stories over the time, but I researched using the world's knowledge to come up with this stuff.
What? Chat GPT.
And kept refining. I used Chat GPT, Grok, Copilot. I used them all because they were all a little tiny bit different, but they all, as I was refining them, they have finally come up with the right information.
Interesting. He's doing this stuff. I don't even know.
Cool, huh? I love it. Okay, we got to get to work. Let's show you what we've been working on today.
We did a thing today.
We've been doing all kind of stuff today. I did make a cup of pink, clear on the bottom, white in the middle. Looks like Jello 1, 2, 3, doesn't it?
So for some trick trays.
Oh, they're in the pot still.
Oh, are they still in the pot? Yeah.
But one of the things that Carrie ordered a while back and wanted me to finally get together one is this box right here.
A box.
It is a beautiful box. It's a beautiful black box. About 1 inch, 1.5 inches tall, probably 5 by 8, maybe 5 by 6 kind of thing. And it's got a little flap on the front that comes up and opens. And inside is, let me grab this so I don't drop it, but a complete, including this one here, 9 needle hook. What do they call these? Crochet deal.
Yep.
So this is a full crochet hook.
Every size you can think of.
To Shining C. No, I'm just kidding. C to K. Says right on there, little K, 10.5 millimeters. Oh, that's pretty good right there.
Yeah.
And it created a handle. So you have one handle and all these crochet hooks, and the crochet hook fits in there like that, and you crochet like crazy. And I can make the shape any handle. I just choose a nice, simple sloped handle here. And when you're storing it, you take one out and you put it in there. So now you can take this and store that in your package right there. So we did that today. We ordered this a couple of weeks ago. We've had it for a little bit.
And I got
the idea. Look at it, it looks like that in your kit.
Yeah, I got the idea because we were at Mingle in the Mitten, and there were some ladies doing crocheting. And of course, Rebecca from Crafting and Crime Daily, she's doing crocheting. And I'm like, there are crocheters out there. And then I heard when we were going to Lone Star that there are people that do crocheting and cross stitch and all kinds of crafts, not just diamond painting. And that I thought, I wonder if you can do that. And I saw it on a couple of shops on Etsy that they were making handles. And I'm like, well, how do you do that? So I wonder if there's something like that. And we found this setup where you could have every size and use the same handle and not have to have all these crochet needles with handles. And I thought it was really cool.
But you know what kind of thing this starts?
They look beautiful.
You know what this starts, don't you? Now you start collecting handles.
Yeah, there you go.
Because you can have all the handles you want and use them.
Look at Joe.
Look at Joe.
I'm going to be
use them with all of these needles. I figured out I could put another handle together, and you could order handle after handle after handle, depending upon what you want to look at while you are diamond painting.
And what colors and favorite color or something. You know, it doesn't have to be.
Thank you, Gabrielle. I all I did was turn the thing. It's like turning a pen. You put a brass tube inside a blank. You cut it down, put it in there, and all that kind of stuff.
It's like a half of a writing pen is what it looks like.
Yep. So Stacy says, Tim, on your trays, do you just do colors or can you add images? We can add images. That just takes lots of labor, and I got to practice printing stuff. I did buy this. So very near future, we're going to be getting into these things called label casting, where you print something, a logo, whatever. You print something, and then you put it on the brass tube, and then you cast that brass tube in the clear resin, and then you turn that so you can see through the resin to the label that's around the brass tube. And you have to buy this special paper, and it's like $1 a sheet, and it's waterproof paper. So I've got to get good at printing that out non-copyrighted images. I'm not going to do sports teams and stuff like that because I don't own any
rights
to print logoed stuff except ours. So if somebody got the rights and wanted me to print something to make something, I'd do that. But we can print things out. We just got to get good at it, trying to find some time in the day. And the way you do that is you actually put down an image, a little tiny sheen of clear, and then you put the print on top of it, and it becomes one with it, and then you pour the resin on top of that. So we can do it. I know how to do it. We've just not done it yet.
It's kind of like the start of decoupage, where you used to put the little paint the glue.
Yeah, a little bit only backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what it reminded me of when we were looking into it. But
so yes, Stacy, we can
we can
literally do anything because I'll figure it out if I don't do it now. I mean, I got laser machines and molds and silicone rubber, resin, pressure pots. I didn't have any of this 3 years ago, and we sort of figured this stuff out. But yeah, we'll have to go in that direction. But then we need to figure out what it is everybody wants to buy. Here, let's take this for real quickly. Somebody asked me to design something or to build something, and that was a what was that thing? Release paper organizer
and baggie holder also.
And what holder?
There was also one for a baggie holder.
For a baggie. Oh yeah, baggie holder. The problem is it with the time I've got available, it takes about, believe it or not, in this little tiny cottage business here, about $500 worth of time and money to create a new product. We created a new product that was the trinket tray holder, which was really cool. Well done, goes together well. But here's the problem. In order to make it cheap enough to ship, I have to pack it flat. And when you pack it flat, that means when you get it, guess what? You get to put it together. That's how we keep it so inexpensive, right? Problem with that is nobody really wants to put this thing together. They want it to come and then just paint it, dye it, whatever they want, and use it. Well, I could do that, but it goes in a bigger box, and Carrie's going to figure out what that bigger box, because we sold about 4 of them, and I made 20 of them, so they're just sitting there. So that's money I've expended that's just sitting on the shelf right now. So I got to figure out how to get those to move them. Even if I just break even, I'll just clear out of them and we'll never make them again. But I'm not against making them, you know?
We made instructions.
Yeah, looking for a similar like the Be Artsy Mrs. Butter D trays where she had the, yep, absolutely. Yeah, we could do that. And who did that one?
TTT After Dark did the tray.
TTT After Dark did that one.
And then we didn't.
But we could do it too.
We didn't have one for Kicking with Kettner because it was hard to get the licensing, so we didn't get that one that she could use. And she was super busy at that time, and so she had a lot going on with her family. So I didn't want to bother her. So and then for The Great Escape, we had Wendy K Designs, and she can do that too. So you just have to give her the banner or whatever you want on there. So
yeah, and don't take this as a complaint at all, because I absolutely love doing this stuff. But I have a day job that takes 50 to 55 hours a week. And then I work with Carrie on the weekend. This weekend, I'll spend 36 hours, maybe 40 hours in the shop over 3 days. Hey, Caroline, good to see you. Love being in here. I was in here all day. Got in here at 6:30 this morning and just been tinkering, playing, building, fixing. We had 2 pens returned. They want to turn them into E-pens. So I had to re-drill through the middle of those. Just little stuff like that. Just
yeah, but we also were on Rebecca's
prepping
live.
for all the premieres tomorrow that I'm going to be doing, because I got about 4 lined up. Hopefully I can get to a bunch of them before we go live. Made the crochet hook thing. Had to drill that, put the tube in, glue it in, trim it up, and then turn it.
And did the Great Escape Sunday
Yeah, we did
live.
the Great Escape thing with Rebecca this morning for 1 hour and 20 minutes or so. And then I do 10 to 12 hours a week of hypnotherapy with people. So I'm pretty much jam-packed, and I'm having a ball. No complaint at all. What else would I be doing? I'd be sitting around playing video games or something like that. So, you know, we're having a good time. But let us know what you would like Stacy specifically, send a letter to leopards@leopardlw.com. And that way we can accomplish what you want us to accomplish. We can ask questions back and forth. And
Yeah, we do.
the reason we use the email is if she uses Messenger, I never see it. If I use Messenger, she never sees it unless we get into a group. And then, but if it goes to leopards@leopardlw, we both see it. We both can comment on it and all that kind of stuff.
Depends on who's busy. If I'm in an appointment, but he checks or I see it, I say,
can you grab the trinket tray holder? You got one there on that thing in the dining room.
No, it's actually in the floor over in the craft room, but it's heavy.
Oh,
I can get Kevin to carry it in.
Kevin, bring it in.
Okay, it's pretty bulky.
We'll show you this.
It's bulky.
But anyway, for me to develop, so you have to design it in like Adobe Illustrator or a SketchUp program to get a three-dimensional aspect of it. Then you need to have to break that down into parts, print them on the laser or cut them on the laser, put that together, see how it worked out, because it always looks good on paper, right? Till you print one out or till you cut one out and you put it together and you go, oh, I got to change all these adjustments, and it takes 3 or 4 more hours to change all those adjustments. And you can back out, cut it again on the laser, and then see how that works. So there's a couple of iterations of that, of developing a product. So in order to develop a product, you need about 10 prepaid orders to dedicate that time and money to that effort. So I'm not against doing it. It's just, only almost so much time in the day. So trying to get as much done as I can. Carrie's getting Kevin to bring the trinket tray holder, which a few people have had. I don't know how many people have put them together. I made a video. It's on the YouTube channel, how to put it together. Thanks, Kev.
$40 tip.
Yes, sir. But this is the trinket tray holder. Beautiful piece of gear. They can't fall through. Looks good on the back. And this comes pretty raw, so you can actually decorate it, paint it up, sand it, all that kind of stuff. Not hard to put together. It'd be nice to have a couple of books or clamps or something like that, or hold it together for a little bit as you're putting it. But once it's together, it's pretty dang solid. And you can decorate it any way you want, sand the edges, do whatever you want. But we ship it pretty raw because that's the cheapest way to make it and send it out, kind of thing. So, and again, there are people out there doing 3D printed resin holders. I mean, not resin holders. What am I trying to say? Release paper holders. Starts with an R. Yeah, Chris's Craft Corner, that kind of thing. But some people do want some wood they can paint on and dye it and put stickers on and stuff. But there's some stuff out there.
And then this is the famous paper box. And it's a very small little box. I think it's like 9x6 or something like that. And then it has Leatherworks, leopardlw.com.
Nothing right here. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the prototype website on there. We didn't have it. So that's that. And you could paint it, you could decorate it, you can leave it raw, whatever you want to do. But
now we do put those together and ship them because they're small enough. You can actually put stuff down in them when you're shipping, wrap it up in bubble wrap and stuff.
Yeah, I wrap in bubble wrap, and if you get like a tray or something else in there or a pen, I'll stick them all in there with that so we can combine it.
Anyway, those are some thoughts on new product development, and always happy to play and do it. I just need more time in the day. So let's get to making some pens, because that's why Jess Rush showed up, right? Anyway, hopefully you all enjoyed that history of diamond painting and where the word drill came from, because it's like, it never made sense to me. I'm like, what is it? Oh, where's my camera? My camera go offline? Well, that's weird. Where is that camera coming from? My lathe camera is offline, not working. What did I do here? So there it goes. That's the camera. Goes in that thing up there. Plugs into this thing right here. Oh, that's a speaker.
What are you doing?
Trying to figure out where that camera went to. It went offline. That's plugged in.
Is it plugged into your computer?
Yeah, it's all a USB hub thingy. Let's see, it's this one up here, and that goes down to there. And that goes over to that hub right here. Oh, I think it was that one right there. Okay, let's see if that works. Oh, yeah, that was the one. Just got turned off on the hub. Maybe not.
21 watching.
Uh-oh, did we just lose the camera?
22 watching. He came back. That must have been you. Left and come back. Because I was still.
Well, I just screwed that all up.
You're frozen.
No, it's just spinning like it's trying to find a camera.
Trying to find you. Yeah, he's frozen. I got it. I'm on the.
Yeah, it's just going roundy.
What did you do?
I'm going to say BRB. Probably can't even hear me either.
You back?
All right, we're back.
We're back.
I don't know what the heck happened. All of a sudden, it just went, all the USB things went crazy. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, they can hear me. That's good. General camera, 16 megapixel. There, that one is there. Excellent.
Yay. Hi.
There's my hi sign.
We're back. Woohoo. Picture and sound check.
There we go. I think
There,
everything's working
from our
now.
school teacher, Jess. There you go.
Yep, picture and sound check. All right, let me make sure.
Yay.
All right, here we go. Let's get back to Jess's goodies here.
Beautiful stuff.
I mean, speaking of product development, this right here is a two-piece Apple AirTag or Apple Tag, whatever they call this. That's leather. That's got a little thing it's going to clip on there. It's going to go around your keychain. And I could engrave on here like your name or something, or Joe's house keys, or Joe's car keys, or Joe's secret safe keys, or something like that.
Or initials.
Or initials or whatever. And then I'll sew this together and put a little snap in there, and that way you can put it on your keychain for an Apple Tag.
What is that?
It says hi. I wrote it because sometimes I do this when I'm trying to get all the stuff to go into the chute.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't want it to be blank, so I just wrote hi.
Gosh.
It's only been there for 6 months.
So
Anyway, so that's another product I'm developing because I like leather. Okay, let's go. Let's do this one here because this one might be the problem one. This one here did release a little bit on there, so we got to see what happens when this turns. See that circle?
Uh-huh.
When I drilled it, it gave a release. So when I take off these edges, that's probably going to fall off. So I have to trim that back a little bit.
Yeah, but it won't be.
No, it won't be
That's pretty,
devastating.
though.
Yeah, it won't be devastating. It'll just
It
be
is pretty.
trimmed back a little bit. That's the problem with plastic.
They're pretty. I'm anxious to see this one turn. This was a new design he did, and this is the first to be turned of that. So I'm excited to see it.
Okay, we'll go super hyper speed here. Let me get you guys queued up on the pad over here. All right, where are we at here? Let's go find the leopards. There we go. All right. So it was good to know that the word drill is not a bad translation from something Chinese into American. It actually was the correct term. I found that to be quite interesting. Okay, let's go. We got to get about 2,000 RPM here. Just about there. There we're there now. And this is going to be, let's get back to here, 0.54. And I think she's got all baseball bat ends. Yeah. I never try to go from memory. So this one here is going to be the copper transparent black 3D prism 0.54. Frozen again. Yeah, always baseball bat. Yeah, I think it's still rolling. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I can't help those momentary freezes. No idea what that is. I checked everything here, and I just don't know what it is. I may have to write Mr. StreamYard again. Okay, here we go. Now, first thing I want to do is I want to know how this end is working right now. Still looks pretty solid. I'm going to put the end on it first to see what happens. I'm going to tease it to fail just to see if it does. And if it does, I can react to it. So this would be our baseball bat. Hanging in there pretty good. Maybe I was afeared of nothing. StreamYard is a website that takes care of a whole bunch of stuff that if you had time, you could do with OBS for free. But we pay $28 a month or some silly thing like that to StreamYard. So they do all that stuff for us, like intro and outro and capturing the giveaway stuff, you know, all that kind of thing. And OBS is a very good program. I just don't have time to sit and tweak it and play with it and learn how to do it and all that kind of stuff. Okay, 0.60, we're getting down there. Nothing wrong with OBS at all. Fine, free program. You just get to do all the work. Oh, there it just came off. See that? That's good. It captured it, and I'll be able to glue it back on. So let's stop there with this one because I want to get this fully glued back on. Beautiful. Let me turn the blower off. I'm going to come over here and take that bushing out. Thank goodness that thing didn't fly off and go somewhere where I couldn't find it. But now I can do exactly what I want to do, and that is glue it back on. So essentially, I've taken the bushing out and took it off the bushing, and there it is right there. And it's just that resin that was on the side of the 3D printing. I'll blow it off so I get all the dust off it. Here we go. And I will blow the end of the pen off. And now we have, as you see, a very black surface to put that back on. And the CA glue that we put it back on, boom. You know, Jess, it could be, but it's going to be their video processing. It's not local to here. It's local to Ryan as well. Ryan and I were having problems on his podcast, or our podcast yesterday. All right, let me see, make sure I get this oriented correctly. Ah, there we go. Okay. So I know how it goes on now. Let me get some glue in there. The good thing is the CA glue will be a better bond than the little bit of bond that the resin had with it. All right, now I'm going to clamp this down. And you can see now we got the glue oozing out, so it's a good tight fit, perfectly placed in there. Clamp it down. I'll spray the activator on it, and we'll come back to this when we're done with the other one. All right, there it is. So spray the activator on. Going to be a gorgeous pen when we're done, but I was worried about that end. Now we're good to go. All right, let me put that right there to cure out. And we will grab her other gorgeous blank. I also cleaned everything up today, tightened up my banjo, cleaned the surface down here so it goes nice and smooth. Took this out, sanded that down, so this grabs really nice down here. So it's like a whole brand new machine today. All right, blower on. Let's make this baby round. Yeah, Jess, it's been not unique to us. It's been unique to other channels as well. But yeah, I wish it was a cache issue. That would be so easy to solve, wouldn't it? All right, here we go. Yeah, me too. Me too, Jess. Me too. When I have a few minutes to sit down, then I'll write StreamYard, tell them what the issue is. Maybe it is on my end. I don't know. And if it is, I'll gladly admit it and fix whatever they tell me to do. Okay, 0.60 coming down. But man, yesterday when Ryan and I were doing that live for the podcast, oh my goodness, it was almost unintelligible. All the audio breaks, studding, static, whatever it was. I did sit down last night and fix the outro to reflect the memberships people have joined with. So finally got an hour to sit down and do that. And by the way, no complaints whatsoever, just having a ball. I just need, if somebody could figure out how to get 10 more minutes in every hour, that would be awesome. Because you realize that would give you 3 more hours every day. All right, down here. Oh, we're still at a 0.58 there, 0.62 there. Thought I was getting skinny down here. This might be a gorgeous vases candidate. We'll have to see when we get done with the ends here. All right, let's go check this out now. Let's do a measurement real quick. Perfect there and perfect there. Love it. Yeah, this could be a cool vase. Look at that. I'd like to get rid of a little bit of this white on there and see a lot more of this. There's some transparent blue right in there. It's going to look really cool all shined up. All right, let's find the middle of this beast first. 5 1/4. Right there's our center. Let me catch up with the chat here. Always baseball bat, streaming on Epson, website, BRB. Can't wait to get back, Teresa, but you're probably gone right now. Hey, Rachel, how you doing? Hello, Rebecca. Good to see you. They've been working on the internet services here, but from what I'm hearing, it's going on everywhere. I don't know, Larry. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I can say OBS comes to this problem too. Yes, no doubt, Jess. You have to really set up a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm with you. It was first one stream and then broken the next. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, it's free. You get what you pay for, right? Let's see. Hello, Larry. I just know enough tech stuff. Get in trouble. Me too, Jess. Well, that would involve slowing down the Earth's spin. Oh, is that how you do that? Got my stitch blank, having it sent to you. Oh, stitch blank. Very good, Rachel. That'll be exciting. We did one of those for April. Came out way cool. All right, let's get back to business here. Let's get some vases going on here. That looks about right there. Let me tighten that down. Make us some marks. There we go. All right, there's our bottoms. And there's our tops. Man, this blank turn. I love I think this is a cocoon blank, isn't it? Not sure who made this, but man, it turns so nicely. Beautiful mixture of Alumilite clear slow. My buddy got married over the weekend. Super cool dude. He's a Bigfoot chaser. And they had 2 cakes at the wedding. They had the bride's cake. Of course, it was a beautiful, multi-layered, multi-tiered, super fondant, you know, just incredible cake kind of thing. And his was a Bigfoot cake. And let me tell you, that was the coolest Bigfoot cake I have ever seen. And he is into Bigfoot big time. And she loves him anyway. All right, there it is. Blow her off. Let's get the diaper in place. Let's see. Got my stitch blank. Hey, Rachel. It's Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. Hey there, Teresa. Made it back. Welcome back, Teresa. Yay, 21 watching, and every like helps. I wonder how it helps, Joe. Everybody says that all the time. I have no idea. I'm going to have to go do some research to figure out what YouTube is doing with all those likes. Probably monetizing them somewhere. Okay. And then I made a couple of trinket trays today, 3 to be exact. They're all identical. But one of them is for a LEAP member. And it's nothing fancy, nothing exclusive. It's just sort of like Rebecca's pink, what do you call it? Pink sorting tray. The what do we call that tray? Pink tray. I can't remember what the name of that was. But she really wanted one of those, so we made her a big tray and a trinket tray. So she'll get both of those for being the LEAP member on the YouTube membership. I usually give them whatever they want. I say, you want a pen, you want a trinket tray and a tray, and you know, all that kind of stuff. Try to give them value than just another pen, but we'll do a pen too. And some will choose, I want a pen. Others will choose, I want a tray and a trinket tray. And I'm like, okay. And then they get to pick all the colors and sort of make it custom. A lot of fun. Algorithm, Joe. So everything in the computer world, when it comes to selecting, prioritizing, determining, whatever it is, runs an algorithm. And all that means is it's a math problem. That's all. Looking for information, trying to make a good decision as to, you know, and I would imagine if we got 1,000 likes, if we did an episode like that, that it would say, oh, there's a lot of people liking this, might be a lot of eyeballs in there. And YouTube would say, oh, let me recommend this on some more people's pages. So other diamond painters may say, oh, I've never seen Leopard Leather Works before, and they come in and they watch us and that kind of thing. So that's what the algorithm is for. It's just a math problem. Trying to determine where the best bucks go. You can't do math. You don't have to do math. They do it for us, Joe. I don't do that math either. By the way, I'm figuring out what that crochet, that 9-piece crochet set would cost. And I think it's right at $120. And those things aren't cheap to buy. I was sort of shocked what they cost, but they are pretty high quality. Rebecca would be able to tell me because she is a crocheter, and I would imagine you too as well, Joe, would know what a quality set is. And that set that I showed, that may not be the one you want, but it is definitely going to be for sale because it's a perfect set. It's beautiful. You can also get a 6 set, so you don't get the 3 larger crochet hooks. You just get the littler ones. Yeah, I mean, again, we're just really getting a turning service out of it, and the rest of it's just pass along by the kit kind of thing. Because we get the kit, and we don't. It's not like I make the needles or the hooks or anything like that. So yeah, it'll be. I'm guessing right around 120. I think that's a pretty fair price. So I'll tell Carrie eventually. And I was throwing it on a spreadsheet trying to figure out what the kit costs, what the extra needles cost, because I think the kit actually comes with 6 sizes, which is C. It comes with 6: C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and then I think J, K. Is that 6? I can't. Math is hard when you're turning, but whatever it is, C through something, it comes with 6, and then 3 are like I, J, K or something like that. Whatever the one I showed at the beginning, that was the largest, so you can count back from there. And it comes in that nice little box. There are other better carrying cases for it. You know, we offer those later, that kind of thing. $80 on one crochet hook. Wow. Hey, Natalie. C through H would be something. I'll wait till that rolls up. Welcome in, Natalie. Hope you're doing well. We're just finishing up Jess's pen here. We just turned. We showed our new crochet hook set. Probably C through H would be fine. Yeah, and we may stick with that, you know, and that'll reduce the cost by probably $10 or $12, I would imagine. I have to go look it up again. I forgot already. If I can look stuff up, I usually don't put it in my head. Why store all that extra information in there? All horses are tucked, all the good horses. What about the bad horses? What happened to the bad horses? Hey, Natalie, do you have horses? I'm thinking you do, or you're talking about your kids maybe? Not sure. Being funny there, not real serious. Oh, C through H would be 6. Gotcha. Oh, there you go. There you go. So then the other ones are I, J, and K. By the way, Natalie, if you're looking for horses, I got a guy that does saddles. If you're looking for saddles, he does incredible work. He's got a little saddlery here in Yukon, Oklahoma, where Garth Brooks is from, and never been back to since he left, I'm sure. But he's got a saddlery down there, and that's who teaches me leather. His name is Clint, and he's freaking awesome. Because of him, I'm addicted to leather. Maybe one night we'll pound some leather, you know, we'll tool some up and make a strap or something like that. Maybe we'll make a guitar strap one night. So many things I want to do once I get caught up. If I can just get 6 weeks behind, which I may be able to do in the next 2 or 3 weeks, reduce that 8 to 6, then I think we're going to start turning some pens on the lives that are just inventory pens that Carrie can just go ahead and list up on the website, and people can see them being turned. I think I'll feel comfortable doing that then. Right now, 8 weeks out, I'd like to be a little quicker than that. But it'll be fun to just turn a bunch of the inventory that Carrie has bought over the last year and a half, 2 years, from Cocoon and Troy and Jacob, Grateful Pop. Although we see stuff. I just bought a blank today. Listen to this, Denise, with Fun Kite in it. Fun Kite. You ever heard of Fun Kite? It's actually a thing. It is paint overspray, but a number of the layers of the paint overspray are UV reflective, UV active, whatever you call that. Ultraviolet. So when you shine a black light on it, different layers light up. So it comes from another part of the industry, not cars, but probably sign painting or something like that. So I bought one thing. It's a 1.5 by 1.5. I'm going to make some bottle stoppers out of it because it's 1.5 by 1.5. It was pretty spendy. It was like $45 for the blank, but it's going to look cool. Yeah, we'll turn it live after I get it. Yeah, I think we got rid of enough white that this is going to look way cool. Oh, yeah, look at that. Brought that copper right out of there. Whoo! It's like 2 different vases. You got a white highlight vase and a copper highlight vase. And the other side, oh, you can see the shininess through the clear. Oh, we got to go to the scope on this one. That looks so cool. Right there. You're going to love that on the scope. Oh, man, that's too cool. Woo, that's too cool. I don't know how I turned that, pardon the term, so perfectly, but by accident, I took just enough off to give almost a lid to that, and you'll see that here in just a second. That's going to be cool. Let's flip the camera to the leopard scope. Let me pull the leopard scope into place. There we go. So here's the thing I want to show you. Let me get it focused. Where's my focus ring? There we go. Okay, so right there, see that little bit of green and blue sitting there? It's just a lip over top of that 3-dimensional that you can look. Look, you can look down in there like a marble. That is way too cool. That's gorgeous blank. Oh my goodness. Funny how they turn out when they're just sitting there and just a square bunch of colors. Let's go back up to this end here. There's the copper coming through, the copper glitter. Beautiful colors. Carrie could tell me who made that blank. I can't remember. Cut the thing off. Oh, I could hear myself through my headphones from my pad, my Samsung Smart Pad. I'm going to turn those headphones off, plug them in for tomorrow, because I'll be turning like a bad dog tomorrow. Whew. Getting up early, going to get a whole bunch done. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. Now, let's see how this other thing is curing. I want to give it, let's turn one more pen that's not Jess's, just to give that a little bit more time to cure up. And I'm going to put it down in a little bit of water, because water is the curing agent for this accelerant. I want to make sure it has plenty of opportunity to completely cure. There we go. I just put a little water in a cup, put the end of the pen in there. So we'll go to the next one, which happens to be Stephanie. I haven't seen Stephanie tonight. Let's see. These are all going to be 5.5. And these right now look like they're 6. They look like Bill Durr blanks. Beautiful. Okay, let me get these lined up there. Both are going to be 5.5. And yeah, they are a bit long. Let's get the marker here. And I leave. Oh, we got a beach one here. How did we do that beach one before, Carrie? Joe, can you remember? Remember the one with the turtles in it that we saw? Oh, yeah, this is going to be cool. This is one of these blanks again. That was the coolest. Oh, got to change the camera here. Everybody's probably yelling at me, camera, camera. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Joe. Looks like oxidized copper. Yeah, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Thank you, everybody. Loving the colors in this blank. Yeah, it's cool. Clint Swopes. No, not Clint Swopes. Clint Hole is his name. Hole. He runs C-Bar-H Saddlery. 135-year-old. I've heard horses live a long time. You take care of them. That's cool. As long as the hooks are comfortable, they will be bought. Yeah, Joe, you'd have to tell me. Tell me if they are good or not. Maybe I'll just have Carrie ship them to you, and then you can try them out and tell me. Nice. Okay. So these are the blanks. This one will be fun. A lot of glitter. But this is the one that has the beachy sand kind of stuff, and then sort of the swirly ocean stuff. And there's little floating turtles in there. And Joe, how did we turn this one last time? Because that came out wildly cool. Can't even remember. I think I wiped my mark off. Can't find my mark. All right, we'll just do it this way. Beautiful. Perfect. All right, let me drill some holes in here for the bushings. I remember the last time we did that sandy blank, and I can't remember how we turned it, but that was the coolest little pen ever. Well, I say that about a lot of them, but that was a big surprise when we turned that one. Carrie might remember. She's got a great memory of this stuff. I can hardly remember the pens I turned last week because I turned so many. All right, we got some holes drilled. Let's get a bushing in here. And this is going to be a 0.50, very small. Almost down in the Joe range. And we're going to get rounded and wants vases for probably the glittery one, I would imagine. Let's see. Let's roll this out. Turtle Beach. No, she wants bases on Turtle Beach. Let me ask Carrie. And then it says mermaid bedroom. I don't know what that means. Okay, Bear. I got 2 pens, but there's only one written there. There's a glittery one, like a rainbowy glittery thing, like sherbet. And this is the Turtle Beach sand and stuffs. Oh, rounded vases. How did we turn that last sandy one with the turtles in it and stuff? Because that came out so cool. I can't remember either. If you do, I'll turn that one second. What? Okay. All right, here we go. So we're going to get 2 of these. They're going to be rounded ends, 0.50, and vases. We'll do this one first. So you got to hang on for a minute, Jess. We'll come back to yours. I just wanted to cure fully, so we don't have any problem with that little sucker. Want it to be gorgeous. All right, 2000. Here we go. Blower on. I don't remember, Joe. It'll probably come back to me. Okay, let's get some rounded here. Let's see how we're doing here. Down to about a 0.60. We're gonna leave this just a little fat because we have to sand it down to get all this glittery edge to be nice and smooth. And as I remember back, almost doesn't matter how we turned the other one, although it was very cool. Stephanie loves the vases. So we are going to make it vases for her. All right, down to 0.6, 0.58. Got a long way to go. Let's see what we're getting down to here. 0.56. I'm such a chicken. Come on, man. Take some off here, Timmy. You know, Jess, the problem with StreamYard is they keep adding more and more features. I don't think the features are fully tested. So I think they have issues internally. All right, 0.54. We're getting down there. Let's go play with the other end right now. Thank you, Joe. I do remember how cool that came out. I just can remember how we did it. I was just excited to see those little turtles appear. I didn't even know they were in there, sort of like the dolphin pens. Man, that is a lot of glitter in there. My, it's like cutting through potato chips. Really good potato chips, by the way. Nice and crispy. Let's see how we're getting down to here. Down to about 0.59. This one down here is about a 0.53. A little bit more to go here. We're going to get the sharp one out here. And then this is going to be vases. So I got to remember that. Let's see. Caliper, that's what I'm looking for. 0.56. So we're getting down there. I wonder how this is going to do on vases here. Because this is a pretty brittly kind of blank. My 2.0 Pick Bondu just delivered today. Multi-placers tomorrow or Tuesday. Very nice. Very nice. All right, here we go. And I'm going to leave this one a little fat because it's going to need a lot of sanding. All right, slow it down a little bit. All right, that's looking pretty good. And now we're going to sand the heck out of this thing. Blower is off. I'm going to get out my coarsest sandpaper. And we're just going to start wearing this sucker down. Yeah, there's even somebody selling those little multi-placers on Amazon with that little, comes with an e-painter pen. Good to get you rolling. Not a very sexy one, but that's okay. It'll work. He's got a 1, 2, and a 3 placer. Yeah, Joe, that pen'll work. I mean, it'll get you going, right? So you learn how you like it, and then you get yourself a real pen and start adding to the beauty of it, but it'll definitely be functional. Dang, man, this is some rough potato chip glitter here, I'll tell you. Woo! We're just going to be sitting on this one for a while. By the way, the Pen Turners Challenge over in Lady Lathe should be up tomorrow, I think. We've all been working on them this weekend. Mine is done and turned in. So as soon as they post it over there, I'll post it in Leopard Leatherworks and get everybody as many as we can to go over there and vote for me. Just vote for the best looking pen. I'm not concerned if I win. I'm just having a good time with the ladies. They're a good bunch of gals. Zelina. Yeah, that's the one. Look at all the good information you get here. That's awesome. Everybody helping everybody. I love it. Anybody know when that no tax on Social Security goes into effect from the one big beautiful bill? Because I'd like me some of that. Might retire earlier. That's it, Trudy. The old one has one. The newer one has two. Just look at the listing real well. Oh, it doesn't say it. Wow. Not even a picture? That's going to cause them some headache. Okay, we're getting not too bad here. It just takes a while to grind down the plastic and the resin all to be nice and even. All right, that's feeling pretty good to go to the next step. And we're going to probably spend a little time on this next step. I guess nothing else. This just gives us more time for let Jess's to fully cure. The most important part of this whole pen, both parts of these finger grips, the rest of it can be not as perfectly smooth, but you got to get these finger grips nice and smooth. All right, that piece of sandpaper is worn out. Let me replace that with the same type, just newer. Is there a little picture of the switch, Denise? Like you can see the two different speeds or no? Heck, they're probably just reusing the old thing. They're shipping them by accident. All right, so we're slowly getting there. I wonder if they're just shipping the 2.0 with the 1.0 is just whatever's left in stock, you know, and the new replacement came through with no differentiation except it was different. Who knows? Still on this grade of sandpaper, trying to get all these curves and edges nice and smooth before we go on to the next one. You'll eventually get the right one. That's for sure. All right, that's not too bad. Next sandpaper up will help us out, get it even smoother. I mean, is DAC even moving e-painters? Do they even care about it? It's not their product kind of thing. I thought this was sort of a separate kind of deal. Does DAC actually support the e-painter in any way? If not by accident? Sometimes if it's in a product that you can't compete with, you just say, oh, the heck with it, let someone else do it. But they got a big enough customer base, why not? And they do have some good brand name recognition, so got to play off of that too. Just like Cracker Barrel. You know, talking about that Cracker Barrel logo change and stuff like that, either that CEO is a fool and had no idea what she was getting into, or she's a genius because they got about $1 billion worth of free advertisement. Now, I asked ChatGPT how many people were within 5 miles of a Cracker Barrel, because there's only 657 of them. So it's not like they're all over the country like Walmart or something like that, or McDonald's. And it told me that there was only about 80 million people within 5 miles of a Old Country store, because they're usually along the highway, edges of town, you know, that kind of stuff. That's sort of what their customer is, looking for a good hot country meal kind of deal. And so they're not in huge population centers usually. I'm sure there's a few who are. We'll always find the anomaly. But I thought that was interesting, trying to change that logo. It's almost like they didn't care and they were going to go back anyway. They were just trying to make a hullabaloo because the new logo was terrible by any stretch of the imagination. But they got tons of advertisement, and I mean tons. So she's either a genius or a fool. I don't know which. Yeah, their stock's been dropping for 2 years, Joe. They lost about $600 or $700 million of market capitalization since she took over. So she's really not that good overall. But they only lost about 100 million of that, and they gained a little bit of that back already just from the name change. So their market capitalization is climbing back. But again, I don't know. Maybe she's just trying to get the word out. People stop by, go see what we got kind of thing. Seems sort of committed to it, so I don't know. I think she was more the fool than the genius. But either way, $1 billion worth of free advertisements is $1 billion worth of free advertisements, no matter how you slice it. I mean, it was on the news everywhere. TikTokers were going crazy. YouTubers, I mean. So, that's might have been a good move. I don't know. Carrie and I have eaten there a few times. I'm not a huge fan. I think my mom likes it. There's one near her house in Arizona. But overall, it's not the place I think of to go eat. All right, I think we're doing pretty good on this one here. What I'm not going to do is bring the what do you call it, the polishing compound to this, because if there's any low spots in this, it is going to pick it up and turn it gray. All right, let's get the final level of sandpaper here to finish it off. So I don't want that to happen. We'll just buff it up and get it all nice and smooth and send it out the door. Because there is all these, I mean, literally this thing is just flooded with glitter. Big glitter. Not a little glitter, big chunky glitter. And I'm surprised the vases came out so good on it, but that's pretty good. Full would be your choice. Could be. Could very well be. Yeah, that was part of their redo, was to make it lighter and brighter and get rid of a bunch of the junk. I'm not sure it'll work. Who knows? I'm not a restaurant programmer, so I don't think I good breakfast, I always thought. Yeah, see, there you go, Joe. Road trip, breakfast, that kind of thing. All right, there it is. Came out pretty smooth. That feels pretty good. I like it. Feels less smooth when it's turning because it picks up all the different friction from the glitter. That looks pretty good. A little bit of a pink into a cantaloupe into a honeydew melon. That's what I would say. All right, we'll call that one good. Let's get back to Miss Jess's here. I think this little puppy has had enough time to do its thing. I'm going to re-drill the hole. I don't think I got much super glue on the inside. Little tiny bit and let go, so that's good. Pound that in. Very good. We'll go back to where we were. There we go. And I'm not sure if you can see it on camera. Now, I think I made this banjo too tight. In fact, it is. I can hardly move it now. I clamped it down too tight. Let me grab the thing and loosen it up a little bit. See how loose that is. That moves much better now. Much better. Okay. Just need a little 64th of an inch relief. Let it move a little bit. All right. Okay. Don't feel like I'm fighting the banjo now. All right. So if you'll notice on here, you'll see a little bit of the glue squeeze out. And that's exactly what we want. That way we know it's all nice and done. Now I'm just going to trim it off. Because this was done except for the extra glue that we added. Ah, that feels great. Ah, beautiful. Blower on. Let me see where we were for a measurement, because I don't think we got all the way down to 0.54. Nope, we're at 0.58. Here we go. Oh, that plastic loves to grab. Oh, we lost a piece right there. Doggone it. I thought I saw it flip off. I don't see it on the floor. Yeah, we lost a little piece right off of that black thing right there. It's like that one right there. Yeah, that's starting to let go too. Again, it's just too thin. So, Jess, I'm just going to have to get a new one of these for you. I got a feeling we're going to spend an hour, and it's going to happen on this other end as well. We'll find one that's a little bit thinner bridge, and we'll get a replacement. Jacob is super good about that. But anyway, this happens. No big deal. Nobody's fault. Nobody's fault. But we'll ship the other ones out first. We'll get the replacement, and then we'll play with that later. Make you whole. All right, here we go. We're at the beach now. Yes, ma'am, Jess, we will. For sure. I'd love for them all to just go perfect, but every once in a while we get one. Nobody's fault. It's just the physics of the situation. Chemistry and adhesion and all that fun stuff. But let me tell you, you get resin on your clothes, it's there forever. Don't ask me how I know. Okay, 0.56. This is going to be 0.50. We're getting there. 0.54, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Point 0.53 or 2, something right in there. We'll take it down to about 5.1, and then we will sand it from there. All right, that should be just right there. Boom, on the money. All right, let's come to the other end. Yeah, you know, there's just some parts just that it just doesn't have enough adhesion. Now, a lot of that actually encapsulates the resin, so it really can't get out. But the ones that don't have a holdback, it just, you know, it lets go. But you're right. And it might have been an adhesion problem. One of the things I've noticed, and I don't know about this about plastic printing, but I know even in resin, the longer you leave things sit to the open air, even resin to resin, the more failures you have. It's like it gets a layer of molecules or dust or I don't know, whatever attaches to it and causes it to not be as adhesive. I don't know. I'm not sure what all is going on there, but something. But we'll figure it out. Jacob's a solid dude. And hey, worst case is we'll pick one out of our arsenal and give it to you. Ain't no big deal. You will get your kit. You will get your pens, that's for sure. Now let's measure this down here, see how we're doing. About 0.54, we're getting close. Let's get the mega sharp one out. Start tailoring this down. Oh, hate when it grabs like that. Scares the heck out of me. Now let's measure that, see where we're at. Still looks a little bit big. Yeah, it's a little bit big. Not too much, just a little bit. When I'm doing these parts here, all I think about are your fingers laying in there. Let's just finish the ball on this one a little bit. There we go. Let's find the middle and get some vases cut into this one. There's the middle. Where did my dividers go? Right down here. Isn't that true, Jess? You know, in my hypnotherapy practices, a number of people come to me and they go, I was trying to do the law of attraction, but it wasn't working. And I said, what were you trying to attract? Somebody who thinks like me. I said, oh, that's cool. How do you think? And they were pretty broke. And I said, all you're going to do is attract broke people. So we fixed them. All of a sudden, they kicked out the bad people in their lives and all of a sudden started attracting, not attracting, but just running into the good people because their filters were different. They weren't going to put up with the malarkey of a bad person. By the way, yesterday's podcast on Ryan's channel is put up as a regular video and not a live because we were having problems with StreamYard, the broadcasting part of it. The regular part of StreamYard worked just fine. What's up, Bear? Hey, work with Jess and Jacob because this more of this one here, pieces started falling off. So even though I glued that end back in, yeah, I know, but work with him to either get a replacement or work with Jess to pick one out of your arsenal. No big deal. Either way, whatever you're good with, just make Jess happy. Yeah, she's still there, having a good time. She understands. Not much we could do about it. And maybe I'll turn it before you ship it if she wants to choose one from your arsenal. But that's 100% your choice, Jess. 100% you. All right. Let's call this one Fini. Blow her off. Okay, let's get out a little bit of roughness here. Now, this end here with this sand, it's 100% glitter, but it's tiny, tiny glitter. I swear it's almost like sand. It feels like sand. What's that, babe? I don't know. I can't see over there. I'm over here.
You wanted to try again.
Same thing's going to happen.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, because whatever that batch is probably a low adhesion. You talk to Jess. You don't have to do it right this second. We'll turn it tomorrow or something like that if she chooses one. If not, we'll get a replacement from Jacob. No big deal. You talk to her, Kara. I don't know what she wants, but Jess will let you know. Yeah, Jess, she has another almost identical blank, but my fear is the same thing would happen. Just part of that batch, kind of thing. So we'll have to make that one like a rounded pointy or something like that to give it more adhesion. I think it's just not playing with the baseball bat well on that particular blank. Yeah, Carrie, she'll message you. You can message her. She can message you. You guys get along well. Jess either will go with Jacob to get a replacement, or you can give Carrie a selection of colors, and then she will pull 10 blanks in that color range. And then you can choose, or you could say, no, I want the original from Jacob. We'll go back and get another one. No big deal. Whatever you want, we will do. No worries. Carrie's got a bunch. You got 500 blanks over there. Can she hear you, Carrie? You got a mic? Oh, you probably need a mic. Well, don't tell me because, talk to Jess. Talk to Jess. she's trying to repeat a bunch of stuff, and I'm supposed to repeat it. I don't think that's going to go well. Is that a Mr. something sponge? I don't know what that is. Mr. something. Mr. Clean? No, it's not a Mr. Clean sponge. It's actually just a sanding sponge. You can buy them on Amazon. Just Google sanding sponge, and you'll get a whole bunch of options there. Just a sanding sponge. It helps me get rid of all the knife marks from carving real quickly. And that gets me into using the sandpaper, which really now puts the super wonderful finish on it. Kev does have to work in the morning, so I'll have to take him to work probably at 7, I imagine. So I'll be up and early in the morning anyway. Yep, Jess will message you, Carrie. And then you guys can have at it, and we'll figure it out. She's over there mumbling. I can't hear her. I'm standing by all this equipment. She's talking. I'd love to know what she's saying, but I want to keep on going. This might look pretty cool with these vases, because right here where my finger is right now, it's sort of that foamy area near the beach. And that might be pretty cool. Absolutely, Larry. It is sandpaper wrapped around a sponge. Lets me get into these little tight areas where my fingers really can't get in there very well. Just posted her September wall. Yeah, we'll go check it out, Cindy. Just remind me before we sign off, because I'll probably have a squirrel moment, get distracted, and forget. It's on Discord. Oh, yeah, you could put it in the Leopard Leatherworks group too, Cindy. But I'll show everybody here in a minute. Yeah, nobody really goes to Discord much anymore. We're not very active. We're letting that calm down and let all that craziness that happened a year ago just go away. All right, feeling good.
Did that work?
No, it's plastic. See, this end will come off, and then then those little areas will get thin. Do we have a Dan Pompey one, Rapture resin, that's got a pattern in it? Because his are all resin printed, not plastic. Yeah, go with the Dan Pompey and the resin printed stuff. Do I use the micro mesh? I have some micro mesh, Larry. I found other things a little bit better than the micro mesh. Different, better, not like superior. Just I like it better for what I'm doing. And it is the Zona paper. So when I'm doing a pen, I will use the sandpaper, sanding blocks and sandpaper up to 600 grit. And then I'll jump over to the sandpaper, and it goes from 600 grit to 22,000 grit. And what's amazing about that 22,000 grit, it is so smooth that water repels off of the pen. Blows me away. That's how smooth it is. It's amazing. Well, that feels good. That feels nice. I like it. Yeah, so I do have some micro mesh, just haven't used them in a long time. And for what they cost and how quick they wear out, Zona paper is pretty good. I cut it up into little 1 by 1.5 squares like this here, and works like a champ. Yep, just sent you a message. Oh, okay. Yep, you guys can work it out. We won't do it tonight, but we'll do it tomorrow night if you guys can work it out. If not, we'll go back to Jacob, and he might be working on something a little bit better with better adhesion. He's getting better all the time. We love Jacob. Absolutely love Jacob. No issues with him whatsoever. It's just part of the process of pen making, blank making, all that good stuff. Yeah, I don't get too excited about much of this stuff here. It's just stuff. We'll figure it out. Oh yeah, that sandpaper glitter, that really, or sand glitter, that really came up nice. Oh yeah, it's super smooth. And Stephanie, whose pen these are, loves vases. In fact, one time I was just into it, and I just was talking to the blank, and the blank told me to make a mustache, and she loved the pen. She goes, I gave her a credit. I said, I'm so sorry. I know you wanted vases, but I got lost in the process and just made what I thought. Came out great. She loved it. Gave her a discount. She came back for more, so no big deal. Here we go. And there's all the little turtles in there. So you got the beach, you got the foamy surf, and then you got the turtles in there with, I don't know what those, I guess those are bubbles, the little round circles. Yeah, absolutely, Larry. Those foam pads on up. Yep, they're good. I don't have anything against them. I just don't use them right now. I got them sitting right over there. I'm not against them at all. All right. There's for Steph. We'll put hers in her packet. Move that over to there. I'll put Jess's in her packet till Carrie and her figure out what we're doing for the rest of Jess. Once we know, we'll probably get that done tomorrow if they've got a blank on hand. If not, we'll wait a little bit. The rest of Jess. That's right. It's a sitcom on TV. The rest of Jess. Yeah, Larry, 22,000. I use this. I think this stuff here, the Zona. And it goes from 600 to 1,200 to 1,800 to 8,000 to 10,600 and then 22,000. Man, that stuff works like a champ. And I just cut it up in little squares like that. I got to order some more. As you can tell, I'm getting low. But works like a champ. I like it a lot. That was a fun pen. I do like those beachy pens. Maybe tomorrow, if I get a bunch of stuff done, I really want to make myself an ink pen. I'm not going anywhere. But I want to use this blank right here for my ink pen. And I would like to choose 2 pens so I can get one out of each end. And this is just going to be some seriously gorgeous dragon scale. Got one for me? Cool. Put it in her packet. We'll get her done tomorrow. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's Jacob too.
That is a Jacob. That's pretty cool. Shoot, let's do that now. That way we're done. What length is this? Just as it is, right? Okay. Yeah, I think the rest of them are the 5 1/4 deal. We definitely don't want to make it shorter. All right, drilling for some bushings right now. This is going to be a hybrid wood and resin. It is a Jacob blank, so it's going to be gorgeous. He does some great job stabilizing. Let's see. Yep. Yeah. Can you do what? Yeah, let me blow all this stuff out of here, though. There you go.
Carrie was organizing a little bit. This is just a template.
Here, let me take this out of here.
So this is just a
push it in a little bit. You got to be right over the center of that there.
So this is just a snapshot of some of the Raptures I have.
This is one of my favorite ones right there.
Rapture resins. Oh, I'm frozen.
You'll unfreeze.
Oh. Yeah, there you go. That one. That's Tim's favorite. I have a writing pen.
It's like a brick herringbone weave.
I have a writing pen in that.
Yep, it's gorgeous. That makes a great writing pen.
And then this one here, I'll just flip this one around.
That makes a great e-painter pen.
This one here.
Done a number of them with that one.
Gold. And these are a couple of them. Some of you have seen these who've been with us a while. I just had a whole bunch of them that I got.
She had a bunch of them. Look at that pink one, man. That's pretty cool.
And then there's that pink one there.
Circles.
Circles there.
Got to really get it in there because you got to be over the center
well, I'm
there.
just teasing. So
I know.
There's that white circles with cyclone. It's super cool. It's purple, orange, and teal. It's wicked cool. So a lot of these. Here's
okay.
A Maze one would be a great writing pen. Really some cool stuff.
You got a whole bunch of those little brick ones in there.
These, yeah.
Yeah, I like those.
So I'm going to do a drop just for this. So
when is the drop? All right, we are doing a chunk of furniture here. This is going to be gorgeous. Yeah, Denise, huh? Let's see what this one looks like as a snapshot. Oh, yeah. That is quite the chunk of burl in there. Man alive. That's going to be pretty. All right, here we go. Yeah, Larry, those colors fool me. They don't have any like markings on them, so you got to get that little key and say, here's the color, right? Let's see how we're doing for a measurement here. Probably still a little fat. Yeah, we're about a 0.58. Take it down just a couple of notches. All right. Perfect on that end. Still a little fat on that end. Got to go on a diet here. Bring this one into submission. There we go. At least y'all know where the word drill came from today. How exciting is that? Huh? I'm the one that really wanted to know. I really wanted to know where that came from. Because I've heard bad translation, nobody knew, somebody just made it up. But no, it's got real origin. That's pretty cool. You know what, Jess? Weird as it may seem, I was thinking maybe the jewel on this one, but because you got that one little dot there, let's figure out where the middle is. So 5 1/4. So there's the middle right across that jewel there. And I don't know if I tempt the jewel on wood, but we may. The wood's a bit grippier. But I love all this burl. It is just, when we wax that up, it is just going to be gorgeous. Got the chatoyance going across this way, the grain going this way, and all that burl. But I got a little bit of a circle right there around that center, and that might turn out to be cool. Not sure how thick this resin goes through there, but I say we just go nice and slow and give you a second jewel. How's that sound? And we'll make it a bigger jewel because it is wood. So we're going out 1/4 inch. We will go out I call it a fat 3/8. Okay. Let's everybody breathe now. I got to dig my way in there. If we do this, Jess, we may be setting a trend for others. You know what? That was actually a little bit easier than going in on resin. That was weird. Let's come over here now. Give myself a ramp to dig in there. Well, that was amazingly easy. I can't believe that. Oh my goodness, that was too cool. All right, that was pretty neat. I got to tell you, this was a lot easier than doing the resin with that ball. I'm a little blown away by that. Let's get us a nice curve up here for the fingers. That looks pretty wild. I do got to clean up just down in there a little bit. Oh, that looks good. A little bit over here. It gives the illusion of barely hanging on there, like that ball is floating in the middle. All right, that is too cool. I'm very happy with that. Sort of glad the other one broke, Jess. To tell you the truth. Check this out, Care. Oh man, that's gonna be cool. Let me slow it down a little bit. We're gonna do some rough sanding here. Yes, a trend-setting night. We did a wooden jewel, and it was a little bit easier than the resin one. Smoother turning or smoother cutting. Yeah, that's what I agree.
Pretty funny. It has gold in it too.
Gold, really? I didn't see any gold yet. Ah. Hey, Audrey, how you doing? All right. On to the next one. Already tired and the week hasn't even started. That's a way to go. Way to go, Audrey. Get ahead of the curve, sister. Get ahead of the curve. Yeah, it's going to look like a piece of furniture and the fanciest baluster in your whole stairway. Whew. Man, does that feel smooth? Make sure the ends are all smoothed up. I may venture, I've not been afraid, but I never dawned on me to sort of do this to a wood thing. So maybe as more come up and present itself for a good opportunity, it'll be easier to do because I now have experience doing this jewel on a chunk of wood. And man, it is getting so smooth, getting baby butt smooth. Carrie says there's some gold in this resin as well. I haven't seen it yet, but maybe this will bring it out when we shine it up. I'm just glad I don't have to travel this week. All right, now the next step is to clean this thing off and get all the debris from turning off and sanding. Clean it off essentially. Okay, that's all nice and clean. Now we'll dry it off and all the wood will get very bright and white. I'm going to turn the speed up a little bit, create some friction. And you can watch that wood turn white. All right, that is smooth and dry. Now we'll break out the old beeswax here. Build up the heat, get it all soak up in what little bit of cells it can for the wood. I swear this is going to look like furniture. Here we go. Oh my goodness, look at that. Whoo! It looks freaking awesome. Look at that. There's the eye. There's the jewel right there. That's what I saw, that piece right there.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh.
Feel it. Feel how smooth that wood is. You can feel it.
Wow. That's gorgeous. Oh my God. It looks like Jasmine's like headdress. All the time. That's gorgeous.
That looks like a piece of furniture or a furniture leg or something like that. Good job, Carrie and Jess, to pick out a cool. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go, Joe. That way we can close out this order and get all your goodies to you. Hey, Nan, good to see you. Hey, here's Cynthia Fox hanging out. Now we're going to do the giveaway. So what we're going to give away tonight is a tray, a trinket tray, and a set of Dungeons and Dragons dice. And they are these right here. The reason I'm giving them away, and I'll tell you beforehand, is I didn't pressurize this, so there are little tiny bubbles along the edge. Nothing that stops it from functioning like a tray, but since I didn't pressurize it, there's just a couple hanging out around there that, you know, I'm going to wash out, so you'll never see them, but you'll be able to feel them. So, but we're going to give this away. The back looks better than the front, or the bottom looks better than the top, I should say. So Pound Drill. Pound DRILL if you wish to win this, and a set of similarly colored Dungeons and Dragons dice. So we're going to give these away tonight. If you're in the US, free shipping. If you're in Canada or Mexico or overseas, you may have to help with the shipping. Other than that, bid away. Pound Drill. Pound Drill. DRILL. I'm glad you're happy, Jess. I am glad you're happy. That's what we aim for here. Pound Drill, DRILL. Let me switch over to the workbench here. Let's see, which one is it? Is it that one? No, that's my leather bench. Is it this one? Yeah, here we go. I banged my head on it, but hey, we can get it back on the bench here. No, we are giving away this little tray with a set of drills. And again, I told him it's not perfect. It was just leftover stuff from doing the cat and stuff like that. But I wanted to just, you know, again, it's not perfect. Don't expect it to be perfect. It's just free. That's all. And now we'll check out these trinket trays I made early while everybody's putting the old Pound Drill in. DRILL, Pound Drill, because everybody knows where the word drill has come from.
One of those is the person that purchased it needs to choose first, but then the other two are available for sale.
Correct. Mundo. Yep. So of these three trinket trays here that I'm going to take out, one, oops. That's what happens when you spill this stuff. It all sticks together. But this is Screaming Pink. It'll look very much like Rebecca's. Oh, this is just a solid pink one. There, like it, babe. Add extra.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. It's just solid pink. Woo! That is purdy right there.
Mary. Crafting with Mary. got the pink tray. So, and then Stacy I, with her Leap monthly prize, chose a tray in those same colors, and so we made it again. And
then these are the trays that she's going to choose from.
She's going to check for hers.
And there's that one there. Again, it's got the clear with the glitter, and it's got the white with the dazzling diamond in there with the white, and then the pink behind that. And of course, it's all pink on the bottom. I'm going to make a blank out of this. It's going to be cool. I'm going to keep pouring into that one. And here's another one that is very similar to that one. There we go. We're going to leave these sit here overnight to fully cure. They've been in here been in the pot about 5 hours. There we go. So there we go. Those are the 4 that I cast up there, and that one is just solid freaking pink. Woo! That'll hurt your eyes, kind of pink. Oh man, that's bright. Okay. Hey, Kathy. Starla's here. Dawn and John are here. Hey, Dawn and John, good to see you guys. Let's come over here. Let me get the StreamYard giveaway tool. And let's click on that, then click on that. Choose a live stream right now, and that is pound, DRILL. I got 14 entries so far, and we have 22 people in here. If you would like it, it is Pound Drill. That's okay, Don. We're just glad you're here. Hope you and John are having a great evening and healing well and getting better all the time. Christina C's here. Hey, Christina. Didn't know you were hanging out in there. I did see Caroline, Cynthia, Nan. Yeah, Jess is here. Art, excellent, excellent, excellent. Yep, I'm telling you, I might be doing some more of those wooden jewels if the piece of whatever shows its head in there. That's good, John. That is good. We are glad. We are glad. Always want everybody to do as best they can. Goodness knows we got enough going on in life that we just want to, be well and have a good day. I'll tell you. Okay, so we got 14 Pound Drill. Pound Drill. Let me put we got 15 now. I think Trudy jumped in there. Let me do the old share my screen here. There we go. Pound Drill lurking tonight. That's okay, Nan. We're just glad you're here. We are just glad you're here. That's excellent, Christine. And again, everybody's got lives to live. We're just here having fun. Pop in when you need to. Pop out when you need to. No big deal. You don't have to say, hello, I'm coming, or hello, I'm leaving. Nobody would know. Just in and out, having a good time, cooking dinner, lurking, watching, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so we are up to 15. Let's see. First of all, while we're here, let me share. Let me go to the Discord here. Oh, that's Messenger. Let me go to Discord. And I want to bring Cindy's September wall up because tomorrow is September 1. Where the heck did that month go? Let's see. Let's get in here. And there's the September wall. Oh, that looks great, Cindy. Well, keep it all to myself. No, I'm just kidding. Let me go share it here. Okay, let's come back over to here. We'll get rid of the giveaway. Let's see. Where did my... Here, let me separate that out because I keep losing my browser. Okay, let me share. I'm going to stop that screen. I'm going to share. I'm going to share the, let's see, Discord. Where was it at? Where'd it go? Dropbox, entire screen. Yeah, where did it go? Oh, maybe I have to leave it up and then I'll Alt-Tab. Oh, there we go. All right, here is Cindy's September wall. Let's make that full screen there. There we go. You have a friend that plays D&D. Very nice. Excellent, Cindy. Excellent. You'll be making more and more of them. I'm just having fun learning how to make dice. These aren't the most perfect dice in the world, and getting better, and I'll probably wear out this mold and then buy another mold that's a little higher end rubber and stuff like that, because this is sort of the lower end rubber, but it does make a nice little dice, and it gives you something to finish. I think the holes need filled with that white stuff so you can see what the number is easier than just looking at the dice like that. So nice job, Cindy. You did a great job. Big centerpiece in the middle there. Looks like a cornucopia. No, it's a Santa guy or a drone, or what do you call those guys? Trolls. So he's got a honey dipper raiding the hive, sunflower seeds up there, filling his honey bucket. Is he sharing the honey or stealing the honey? And then there's a house in a tree just off the way. Is he a Keebler elf? And then we got another one over here on this side with the welcome. Got a, what do we call those? Trolls, goblins. Carrie's got some. She puts up stuff all the time. Can't remember. But a wonderful job, Cindy. It's 5 o'clock somewhere for sure. Got a pickup truck here. Got a Fox or something like that there. And then some, it is, I love this time of year. I can already smell the cinnamon and everything else, all that good stuff. Let's see. Let me share the screen again. Let's get the giveaway tool. All right. Let me get back to the screen here. Oh, here we go. All right. Larry used to play D&D. Gnome. Thank you. Thank you, Nan. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Trudy. I couldn't remember what those guys were called. Oh, Gnome, you don't. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, we got 16 in there. Let's just go ahead and spin away. Let me get to the other screen, and here we go. Who's going to win the Trinket Tray and the Dungeons and Dragon dice? Cynthia Fox. Congratulations, Cynthia. All right. That's a lot of confetti. I love it. Fantastic, Cynthia. Please. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy, for putting that in Facebook. That way more can enjoy it over time. And Cynthia, please send Carrie an email. At the leopards at leopardlw.com, and she will get all your information and send that out to you. Cynthia Fox. Oh, Carrie's got it. She already knows. And everybody loves the trays. So of those trays, our Leap member, who we made them for, and I just made too much resin, so I kept making trays, has to choose one. Whichever one she wants, then the other 3 will be for sale. Excellent. I had a great time tonight.
Did Cynthia win it, or did she want?
Cynthia Fox won the Trinket Tray and Dungeons and Dragon dice. And I got them sitting right here, so when you're ready to pack, let me know.
Okay, yep. She has an order in progress, so.
Oh, you have an order in progress, Cynthia. May ship with that. Who knows?
No.
Nope. Not yet. How far back is she? Oh, yeah, you're a few weeks out, Cynthia. Probably 7 weeks out, maybe 8. But we'll ship this out to you. We'll just send it to you. No big deal.
I'll send it to you. It's no
Yep.
problem at all.
I'll put some feet on it tomorrow, and I'll wash it up for you, and then we'll package it up and send it on its way to you. Joe, I'm going to have to leave. Long day and exhausted. Yes, ma'am. We're leaving too. We are leaving. And she said she can wait to ship together, but it's up to you, Care. All right, everybody. Have a great evening. Watch the outro. I updated it with all of our new members on the YouTube channel, so that's always exciting. And say goodbye, Carrie.
Bye. She's got 4 weeks, so maybe a couple more weeks.
She said bye. Goodbye, everybody.